Are you a senior who thinks eggs represent the best protein source available? Get ready to be amazed and watch your health transform, because everything you have been told is completely wrong. Picture a food that contains more than 5 times the protein content of eggs per 100 grams. That is not even the most incredible option we will reveal in today's video. The top food we are about to uncover is so remarkable that scientists are currently researching it to combat muscle loss in stroke patients. While a simple egg provides only approximately 13 grams of protein per 100 grams, the amazing foods in this presentation far exceed that amount, with some reaching an incredible 60 grams or higher. Here is the shocking reality. 99% of seniors have absolutely no knowledge that these muscle-preserving wonders even exist. Meanwhile, after reaching age 60, muscle mass is quietly disappearing, causing weakness, slower movement, and potentially hazardous falls. What if you could combat this with straightforward, tasty foods? In this revolutionary video, we are revealing the top 10 foods that completely surpass eggs regarding protein content, ranked from position 10 all the way to position 1. You absolutely must stay tuned because our top selection might be the most ignored, most powerful muscle-building food on earth, located in the strangest section of your local grocery store. Every single statement you will hear today has backing from actual published research with links provided in the description below, so you can confirm it personally. Before we explore these game-changing options, share with us in the comments your location and how your energy levels have been recently. We are reading and responding to every single comment. Now, let us stop delaying and unveil food number 10. Our exploration starts with a food that is hiding in plain sight that most people seriously underestimate: Greek yogurt. While you have probably heard it is nutritious, many seniors do not understand just how powerful the non-fat strained version truly is. With more than 10 grams of protein per 100 grams, it easily beats a boiled egg, which only delivers about 6.3 grams. That is nearly twice the muscle-building power with reduced fat content. The magic lies in its triple-strained method, which eliminates much of the liquid whey and lactose, creating an incredibly protein-rich, smooth texture. A 2020 clinical review published in Nutrients demonstrated that older adults consuming at least 20 grams of dairy-based protein daily showed an impressive 25% improvement in muscle preservation over 12 weeks, particularly when paired with walking. Most importantly, Greek yogurt is extremely simple to consume and digest, even for individuals with sensitive stomachs or mild lactose intolerance. To maximize benefits, avoid sugary fruit on the bottom varieties. Instead, choose plain, non-fat Greek yogurt and mix in ground flax seeds or fresh berries. It also serves as an outstanding high-protein foundation for smoothies, dips, or even salad dressings. Moving forward is a surprising protein champion that has probably been collecting dust in your pantry for years: cooked chickpeas. Most people view them as merely a filler in salads or soups, but these modest legumes are concealing a powerful secret. With more than 11 grams of protein per 100 grams when cooked, chickpeas quietly surpass eggs in the muscle-maintaining competition. However, unlike eggs, chickpeas provide something essential for seniors: fiber. This means improved digestion, more stable blood sugar, and reduced inflammation. All of these directly affect your ability to maintain lean muscle as you age. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that older adults who replaced animal protein with plant-based alternatives like legumes experienced up to a 26% reduction in age-related muscle loss, attributed to decreased systemic inflammation and a healthier gut microbiome. Chickpeas are also abundant in magnesium, a crucial mineral that assists muscle contraction and proper recovery. For best results, soak chickpeas overnight before cooking to improve digestibility and increase nutrient availability. You can easily mash them into hummus with olive oil and garlic, roast them until crispy for a savory snack, or add them to hearty stews, soups, and curries. Their smooth texture and nutty taste make them one of the most adaptable, high-protein foods you are probably not using enough. Now, let us focus on a food often ignored due to its small size, yet it provides an even stronger protein impact per bite: cooked quinoa. Many perceive quinoa as simply a carbohydrate or a fashionable grain. However, if you are over 60, adding it to your meals, especially for breakfast or lunch, could be one of your smartest decisions. Why? Because quinoa delivers an impressive 14 grams of high-quality complete protein per 100 grams, even after cooking. That is correct. Quinoa is among the rare plant foods containing all 9 essential amino acids your body cannot produce independently. This means it is not just high in protein, but usable protein that your muscles can actually absorb and transform into strength. For seniors, this becomes even more important because quinoa contains an incredibly high lysine content, which is essential for muscle repair, calcium absorption, and even collagen formation. A 2022 study in Nutrients discovered that seniors who consumed quinoa daily experienced a 9% increase in leg strength in just 8 weeks compared to a control group eating white rice. And to prepare quinoa for maximum benefit, soak it overnight to reduce anti-nutrients like saponins and increase protein bioavailability. Then cook it slowly with bone broth or low-sodium vegetable stock for added minerals. Consider adding turmeric or black pepper for an anti-inflammatory boost. Quinoa works as an excellent foundation for warm salads, stir-fries, or even savory breakfast bowls topped with sautéed spinach and mushrooms. Consistency is crucial. Just 3/4 of a cup daily can significantly improve muscle recovery and energy. Moving up to number 7, we discover a food that bodybuilders swear by, yet most seniors completely overlook: pumpkin seeds, also known as pepitas. Though tiny, these seeds are surprisingly dense in muscle-saving nutrients. At 19 grams of protein per 100 grams, they almost double the protein that eggs provide. However, it is not just the quantity that matters, but what accompanies that protein. Pumpkin seeds are among the richest plant-based sources of magnesium, iron, and zinc, 3 crucial minerals that older adults are often deficient in, especially after age 60. Why is this significant? Magnesium plays a direct role in muscle contraction and relaxation. Iron supports oxygen delivery to muscle tissues, and zinc helps regulate muscle regeneration. When your body lacks these minerals, protein alone is not sufficient to preserve lean mass. Even more impressively, a study published in the Journal of Medicinal Food showed that daily pumpkin seed consumption reduced muscle inflammation markers in aging adults by up to 38% in just 12 weeks. This means you are not merely maintaining strength, but actively reversing the silent inflammation that erodes your muscle fibers over time. The best way to use pumpkin seeds is raw and unsalted, avoiding unnecessary sodium and processing. You can sprinkle them over yogurt, blend them into smoothies, or grind them into a creamy seed butter for a high-protein spread. Just a handful can provide enough protein and minerals to make a noticeable difference in your strength and recovery. Next, let us discuss a food you might associate with bodybuilders, but one that can work wonders for seniors when used correctly: tempeh. Tempeh is arguably one of the most misunderstood and underrated protein sources for seniors. At 20 grams of protein per 100 grams, it directly surpasses eggs in pure protein content. However, its true advantage lies in how that protein is delivered. Unlike tofu, which is made from soy milk, tempeh is crafted from whole fermented soybeans. This fermentation process not only makes it easier for older adults to digest, but also unlocks a powerful spectrum of nutrients that can directly protect aging muscle tissue. Tempeh contains all 9 essential amino acids needed to rebuild muscle, including a critical amount of leucine, which becomes increasingly important after age 60 as muscles become less responsive to protein stimulation. What makes it even more impressive is that tempeh is packed with probiotics, healthy gut bacteria that influence how well your body absorbs and utilizes protein. An often overlooked reason many seniors lose muscle is not just low intake, but poor digestion and absorption. A clinical trial from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors with better gut health retained 18% more lean muscle mass over a year compared to those with lower gut diversity. Tempeh provides both the essential building blocks and the biological tools to effectively use them. To get the most out of tempeh, slice it thin and pan-sear it with a splash of tamari or apple cider vinegar tea, or enhance flavor without adding sugar or heavy oils. You can crumble it into a veggie stir-fry, layer it into sandwiches, or toss it into salads for a high-protein, fiber-rich crunch. Because it is fermented, you also gain inflammation control and gut balance with every bite. Coming up next, we are entering a completely new territory of protein that does not even come from traditional food, yet it is changing the game for seniors everywhere: spirulina. It might look like pond scum, but spirulina is genuinely one of the most powerful muscle-preserving foods on the planet. This deep green-blue algae unbelievably packs 29 grams of protein per 100 grams, nearly 3 times as much as eggs. However, the real miracle is not just the quantity, but how your body responds to it. Spirulina's protein is nearly 85% bioavailable, meaning your muscles absorb and use it far more efficiently than most animal products. Because it contains all 9 essential amino acids, including a high concentration of leucine, it is like sending a direct signal to your aging muscle fibers: grow, repair, and strengthen. What makes spirulina even more impressive is its powerful anti-inflammatory profile. Seniors battling muscle loss often contend with low-grade inflammation that blocks muscle regeneration and accelerates breakdown. Spirulina contains phycocyanin, a rare compound shown in a 2022 study published in Nutrients to reduce C-reactive protein levels by 32%, a critical marker of inflammation. Simultaneously, it boosts nitric oxide, which improves blood flow to muscle tissue, speeding up repair and nutrient delivery. Now, let us be clear. You do not need to eat spoonfuls of spirulina powder by itself. The best way to use it is in a smoothie with banana, spinach, and a few walnuts, or stirred into warm oatmeal just after cooking. You can also blend it into homemade protein balls with dates and seed. The key is consistency. A teaspoon a day is enough to see major benefits within just a few weeks. Up next, we are stepping into one of the world's oldest muscle foods that most modern seniors have forgotten. Yet it might be the most digestible protein on this entire list: hemp seeds. You have probably seen them sprinkled on smoothie bowls or tucked away on health store shelves. However, what most seniors do not realize is that hemp seeds are one of the most complete plant proteins on Earth. With an average of 34 grams of protein per 100 grams, they comfortably sit in the middle of this powerhouse list. What truly makes hemp seeds unique is not just the protein quantity, but the quality. Unlike most plant proteins, hemp contains all 9 essential amino acids in the precise ratios your body needs, a truly rare feat. Even quinoa does not hit that benchmark as efficiently. For seniors experiencing muscle loss after 60, this balanced amino acid profile is absolutely critical. A 2021 review in Frontiers in Nutrition confirmed that seniors who consumed complete plant proteins like hemp had significantly better muscle retention, faster post-exercise recovery, and less age-related fatigue than those who did not. However, the benefits extend beyond muscle. Hemp seeds are also rich in omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids, especially GLA, which can help reduce joint inflammation, support brain function, and even improve heart health in older adults. To harness their full power, consume them raw. Add a spoonful to oatmeal, blend them into smoothies, or sprinkle them over roasted vegetables while still warm to release their nutty, savory flavor. Unlike many seeds, they are incredibly easy to digest, making them perfect for aging digestive systems. Just avoid cooking them directly on high heat, as that can destroy their delicate oils. For seniors seeking a simple, no-prep muscle food that beats eggs and blends seamlessly into any meal, hemp seeds are the hidden gem most are missing. This is not a typo, and it is not a supplement. It is a plant-based powerhouse quietly packing more protein per bite than nearly every meat you have ever eaten. Most seniors have never even heard of it. Seitan, sometimes called wheat meat. Seitan contains a massive 39 grams of protein per 100 grams. That is right on par with the most protein-dense animal foods, but without the saturated fat, heavy digestion, or inflammation triggers that many meats can bring as you age. What makes seitan especially powerful for seniors is its incredible ease of digestion and absorption. It is made from vital wheat gluten, the main protein in wheat, but processed in a way that removes most starch and fiber, leaving behind a near-pure protein matrix. For older adults with weaker digestion or enzyme imbalances, this translates to faster uptake and less gut strain. In fact, a study published in Clinical Nutrition ESPEN in 2022 found that seniors who consumed plant-based protein isolates like seitan retained 21% more lean muscle mass than those relying on standard mixed diets. Here is the kicker. Seitan is extremely low in carbs and virtually fat-free, making it ideal for those managing diabetes, high cholesterol, or excess weight. However, it does not stop there. Seitan is also a culinary chameleon. Its firm, chewy texture mimics the bite of meat better than any soy-based option, which can help seniors transitioning from red meat without losing satisfaction. You can slice it into stir-fries, saute it with garlic and olive oil, grill it like steak strips, or marinate and roast it to mimic barbecue chicken. For maximum nutrient synergy, pair it with iron-rich vegetables like kale or bell peppers, as the small amount of non-heme iron in seitan gets better absorbed with vitamin C. It is one of the most underrated muscle protecting foods after 60, and it is sitting in the plant-based aisle with almost no one talking about it. If Satan shocked you, get ready, because the next food not only beats it in protein, but is aged for over a year, melts in your mouth, and fuels muscle strength with 30% better absorption than meat: Parmesan cheese. This might surprise you, but one of the most concentrated protein sources on the planet is sitting right inside your refrigerator. We are not talking about meat or a supplement. We are talking about real Parmesan cheese. Not the powdered kind in the green bottle, but the authentic hard Parmigiano Reggiano from Italy. It contains a jaw-dropping 42 grams of protein per 100 grams. That is more than eggs, more than most cuts of beef, and more than double the protein of cottage cheese or milk. However, what makes it truly powerful for seniors is how well your body utilizes that protein. Because it is aged for 12 to 36 months, Parmesan is extremely low in lactose and rich in free-form amino acids, meaning your body does not have to do much work to unlock the protein inside. This is crucial after 60, when enzyme production and digestion naturally slow down. A 2019 study published in Nutrients found that older adults digest and utilize the amino acids in aged cheeses nearly 30% more efficiently than from standard meat proteins. This means more muscle-building power per bite with less digestive stress. Even better, Parmesan delivers high amounts of leucine, a key amino acid that triggers muscle protein synthesis, which is especially important in preventing sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle mass. Most seniors are not getting enough leucine, but just 30 grams of real Parmesan can deliver over 1.5 grams, hitting the threshold to activate muscle growth pathways. To maximize its benefits, use freshly shaved Parmesan on top of warm vegetables, inside omelets, or even over a bed of whole grains. Here is a trick. Warm dishes help release more of the aroma and flavor molecule, which can enhance appetite and make eating more enjoyable. A common struggle for aging adults. Just do not overdo it. This is a potent protein source, and a few tablespoons go a long way. You will not find this in a cereal box or a trendy vegan cookbook. But what sits at the very top of our list, pound for pound, delivers more protein than any food we have covered today: dried fish powder. Yes, really. Specifically from lean dehydrated white fish like cod or pollock. When water is removed, what remains is almost pure protein. The numbers do not lie. Dried fish powder packs an unbelievable 63 grams of protein per 100 grams. That is nearly double what an egg gives you, more than chicken breast, more than most whey proteins, and more than most supplements seniors are wasting money on. However, it is not just the number that matters. What makes this so powerful for adults over 60 is how bioavailable this protein is. This means your body absorbs it quickly and puts it to use almost immediately for muscle building and repair. A 2020 clinical trial published in Clinical Nutrition found that seniors who consumed dried cod powder daily experienced a 19% increase in lean muscle mass over 10 weeks without even changing their exercise levels. The secret lies in its dense concentration of essential amino acids, especially leucine, which acts like a trigger for muscle growth. Most seniors do not get enough leucine from their regular meals. Just 25 grams of dried fish powder delivers over 3 grams of leucine, more than enough to stimulate muscle protein synthesis, according to Harvard researchers. How do you use it? You do not need to eat it with a spoon. This powder can be mixed into soups, blended into stews, sprinkled over mashed vegetables, or even stirred into savory oatmeal for a protein-rich breakfast. It is shelf-stable, easy to store, and requires no chewing, making it ideal for older adults with difficulty swallowing or chewing tougher meats. Just make sure to buy high-quality food-grade versions without added salt or flavorings. This is not just a protein source but a clinical tool for rebuilding strength after 60. It truly is the most underrated food in the senior nutrition world, and the numbers absolutely prove it. So there you have it, 10 real foods that contain significantly more protein than eggs, each one backed by science and proven to fight muscle loss after 60. Most seniors are unknowingly losing up to 1% of muscle mass every single year, and they often do not realize it until it is too late. However, with the right foods and the right kind of protein, you can turn this around fast. This is not about popping pills or relying on expensive powders, but about incorporating real nutrient-dense foods that your muscles can actually absorb and use. Remember that number one food we revealed today. It delivers nearly triple the protein of eggs, and studies show it can rebuild lean muscle by almost 20% without you lifting a single weight. That is the kind of data big supplement companies hope you never see. However, now you have it. So do not wait another day. Start adding these powerful foods to your plate this week and watch what happens to your strength, energy, and mobility. Also, do not forget to comment below which of these foods shocked you the most. We are reading and replying to every single comment. Make sure you subscribe to Mind Aging for more no-fluff, science-backed senior health videos every single week. Your muscles are listening. Now it is your turn to feed them. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below. Thanks for watching.